Hey guys, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your daily tarot reading for Friday, the 20th of December, 2019. Alrighty guys, so just a few more days until Christmas if you're celebrating. We're getting near into the end of the year. I do believe Venus enters Aquarius today. I almost totally forgot to mention that. The sun is in Sagittarius, Venus is entering Aquarius, and the moon is in Libra. We're nearing the end of Sag season. If you guys haven't, do check out your monthlies for December. I have the generals up and the love up. And I'm getting out those 2020 reads. I'm going to try to get the rest of them out, but I am going to be pretty busy over the next 20 days, so it's going to be kind of difficult. I actually wanted to let you guys know, instead of dailies over the next 2 weeks, I'm probably just going to be able to do a weekly for each week. I've got people visiting. I'm going to be away myself, so it's going to be too busy for me to do my dailies. I would recommend checking out my Instagram. I might end up doing, a couple random live readings or dailies on there during that period where I'm not going to be doing dailies. I'm going to miss you guys, but just got too much to do right now. And let's see what your energy is today, guys. We're using the Gustav Klimt. If you haven't, do make sure to subscribe. And let's check out what's happening today. A lot of interesting astrology for the year ahead, guys. I'm really excited for you to see your 2020 reads. So definitely check those out as soon as you can. I'm going to try to get the rest of them up as soon as I can. Can't wait to talk for you guys to listen to what's happening astrologically. It's going to be a jam-packed year. Today is interesting. Yesterday's read was uncomfortable but nice, and this is just in that uncomfortable energy again. Yesterday's read was very interesting. I would recommend checking that out because this feels of that same vein, and especially so if you resonated yesterday. I do think you're going to resonate with this one today. Let's get one more. Again, it's like it's a really half and half kind of day here. Wow. Like, I don't even know where to start. Well, the middle of the read here, we get that Two of Swords. And this is about a choice in something here. Something we've been, again, grappling with, because you can see they're wrestling each other. So for me, this Two of Swords really does talk about a situation we've been wrestling with. Which way do we go? What do I do? So if you guys have been of two minds on something, you can't make a decision what to do about a situation, a love situation, a career situation, whatever it is, like you've been very in your head about it. For a lot of you, it's going to feel like a love situation because we do have some cups in here. I do want to bring up, though, the Four of Cups. That was the first card out yesterday. Different deck, same energy. This has something to do, again, with a decision. I mean, it has something to do with the Two of Swords. So this has a lot to do, again, like I was saying, with yesterday's reading. A continuation, kind of the story. So, Four of Cups here, again, is that dissatisfied kind of state that we're kind of sitting in here. Instead of moving forward, instead of taking that fourth cup, or instead of, even offering a fourth cup, it's like, oh, I'll wait for them to come to me. I'll wait for the situation to clear up. I'll wait for this to change on its own. And that's not really how this plays out. Because right after the Four of Cups, we get the Death card and the Three of Swords. Now, that's kind of a painful ending. I can't skew that in a really happy-go-lucky kind of way because it is a painful ending. Three Swords does not feel good. It is heartbreak. It is maybe possible betrayal. It's a really rough feeling, and we're going to use the Hermetic Tarot. Yes, I did bring out the Hermetic Tarot for this. I knew there was a reason I was going to bring out you. Such a harsh air to it, but yeah, okay, wow. I mean, there's no dancing around the subject here. There is a loss. There is, when you make one decision, it will result in you feeling sad in a different way. Whatever you decide, I'm sorry that it has to be like this. Whatever you decide, there's still something that we have to say goodbye to, and we may not be very happy about it. Something that's kind of difficult to look at in a different perspective, or something that really right now we can only see in this negative light. You know, letting this go, saying no, breaking up with somebody, leaving a relationship, leaving a situation. There is a sadness here, and yet, Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords. I feel it's gonna hurt to do the right thing in this situation. No matter what the right thing really is, and it might not be very clear. We have to determine what the right thing for us in this situation is. And I think that involves looking at it at a different perspective. Right and wrong, black and white, all that stuff that the Justice card or Libran kind of energy, like the Queen of Swords, is very, you know, that kind of energy is what that is, you know, what a Libra or a Justice card would uphold. And yet Justice isn't here. Yes, the Queen of Swords is here, so she can see both sides. But I think in seeing both sides, you also have to see the third side, which is that which is, you know, your feelings. Where you stand in the truth, where you stand in the middle of what is right and what is wrong. What's right for you is different than what is right, and it's different than what is wrong. And I know that's a weird and complicated way to put that, but I don't really feel like there's another way to put that. Success and love. I mean, you get Six of Wands twice. And we've been doing this for a while, so that's how I know that I have a lot of intuitives and psychics and probably other readers that are watching this. And I know you guys are out there because I hear from quite a few of you. This is a special message for those people. You know, success lies in your own intuition here. Success lies in your own path forward. What is right lies in your own path forward. Triumph over this situation isn't going to be, I think, what we think it's going to be. Right? This situation hasn't played out the way we thought it would. It was never, it's not simple, it's complicated. There are layers, there's different sides, and there's a perspective that is not normal. I don't know how to put that another way here. It's not normal. It's not what people would expect. And yet, you're bringing things into balance. By looking at it from all these different sides, you're kind of commingling things together to figure out what is really the most mature and the best adaptation to this situation. How best can we come into alignment? And it's not going to be the way you think it's going to be. It definitely feels, what's the word? Give me a word, guys. I mean, it feels heartbreaking in some aspect, and yet on the other side, you know, we have the Death card, the Three of Swords, the Five of Cups, all in this little pack right here. All in this little squishy place. So we are ending a situation. There is loss. There is something that you have to let go of, or you have to accept a feeling of pain here to get to this Ace of Pentacles. I mean, it's like, again, like yesterday, where it's like this really tough, negative, hard to work through energy, really sad, really kind of stuck again in this dissatisfied place where things are not going, and it doesn't feel like, at least in a positive direction, and yet it flips over. Six of Wands, Temperance, Ten of Cups is here too. Just like yesterday, how it ended with the Ace of Cups, today it ends with the Ten of Cups and an Ace of Pentacles. And that's nothing to laugh about. That's nothing to ignore. That's, if you follow your feelings here and what's truly going to give you the Ten of Cups, who truly gives you the Ten of Cups, if you follow the feelings and ignore, you know, what makes sense logically in this situation, I do think that we have something really interestingly solid, stable, and beautiful here. A real offer, nothing fake, nothing... It's not all smoke and mirrors. It might feel like it's all smoke and mirrors, but at the end of it, I do feel, or I know that there is something, there is a treasure at the end of this rainbow. It's not all smoke and mirrors. Yeah. Wow. Hierophant. This is a really interesting message. The Hierophant in this deck is kind of like Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat. I really like it. He's just very interesting. I've always thought that when I look at this card. And for me, the Hierophant, yeah, it's that Taurian energy of the tried, the traditional, the true, what is stable, what is known, what can we learn, more traditional energy. Whereas the High Priestess holds, you know, all that esoteric, you know, up in the, woo, like all that Piscean kind of knowledge, you know, the mysteries, the things that you can't really hold on to. But there is something real being manifested here. And he kind of brings up that energy of yesterday we got the Empress, and here we get the Hierophant. There's some Taurian energy, and I feel like that's Uranus and Taurus behind the scenes kind of slowly bringing forth these changes where we don't expect them. And reminding us that, yeah, maybe what we seek is traditional and true and all this, but the road there really isn't. And I know he's upright, but I still get that kind of, it's not a straight line. Things are not linear here. Things are not how they seem. Maybe it's Stranger Things. I don't know. We get the Knight of Wands. You gotta, like, to get through this here, you're gonna have to follow your passions. You're gonna have to follow, again, your heart. What is that 10 of Cups for you? As you grapple with all of this, know that the decisions that you make have to be, again, what's right for you, and not so much what looks right to everybody else, what everybody else says is right, what everybody else, you know, says is wrong. It doesn't make sense in this situation. And it's just interesting. Let's pull some oracle cards about it. I'm going to miss doing my dailies. I will try to do them if I have time, but guys, I'm going to probably just end up doing a weekly for this coming week and a weekly for the week after. But I will probably do some random ones again over on my Instagram if you want to check that out. My Instagram is below this video in the description box, along with all the information on booking a reading with me. You can get half off of any 20-minute or longer reading for the remainder of 2019. And then I will not be taking any readings January 1st through the 10th, okay? So let's see here. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. There's love here. New love. Maybe you're meeting somebody new, and as you let go of something, maybe you couldn't see the positives in an ending, maybe you couldn't see the positives in something really not working out, but as soon as you let go of the past, as soon as you let go of maybe even like an ex or somebody, again, that, and you might even be going through some breakups right now, some of you, and it's like there's no positive in this, but there is. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Get out of that 4 of Cups position. Make some endings. Face your 3 of Swords. Enough with the grappling. We got to start doing what we feel rather than sitting in our heads about it the whole time. You know how people like to say Libras can't make decisions. Air signs have a hard time with that, but especially Libras are known to be that way. Step out of that energy and just start making decisions kind of like an Aries based on feeling. You know? You know what I'm saying. All right, let's pull a Halloween oracle, and then we're going to be all done here. I almost forgot one, but you know how I am with these. I love a good Stacey DeMarco Halloween oracle. Been hoping for the Brian and Wendy Frew deck, the Heart of the Fairy oracle. Been wanting that for a while. I'm hoping for it for the holidays. I've been hinting around it to everybody that I want it. Because right now, as you guys probably have realized, these are my only 2 oracles that I have. I don't have a lot of oracle decks. I have a lot of tarot decks, though. The Underworld. I'm very picky about my... Ooh, itchy nose. This is an important message. Oh, wow. And it's not really a... I mean, this to me really harkens to the Death card here. This is my Scorpio card. I hope I don't sneeze. Oh my gosh. Spirit, stop tickling my nose. Okay. I'm going to hold them both up just because. because I really like them both together. Whenever I see this card, I think of this card and vice versa. So, should the underworld card be present in your reading, you're being asked to consider what exactly you have to do to transform your life into something you find easier or more authentic to you. This may involve changing course. It may involve trials and tests. Keep moving. Whilst things may fall away and your life may appear bare for a time, this is temporary. Space is being made into which you can create the new. So that's a really perfect sum up of this reading. Like, I couldn't have summed it up better myself. So, yeah, whenever this feels like it's bigger than a day. So if you need to listen to that again, go back and listen to at least this message again, because that felt very resonant. So thank you guys so much for all of your support. Wishing you nothing but the best today, guys. Happy holidays. I'll see you in the weekend read and in the weeklies for the next couple weeks. Check out your 2020 reads. Check out the January reads when they're up. Wishing you all the best. Namaste.